What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing this vintage floor lamp from Outon. Now this isn't any ordinary lamp. In fact, it's got a lot of different features and it's something that I'm excited to actually check out. Now Outon did reach out to me and asked me if I would be interested in checking this lamp out and letting you know what I think about it. So stay tuned and we'll check this thing out. Okay guys, so we'll start out by taking you through the unboxing experience to see what all this comes with. And as you can see right off the bat, this does come packaged in pretty plain packaging material. On the front of it, you've got the company logo, which is Outon, and then it does have a picture of the lamp itself. Now it does say that it is a table lamp, however that's pretty inaccurate since this is a floor standing lamp. And that's about it. There are a few specifications on the side, but nothing that's really worth covering. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Now I will say that this box is pretty heavy for a table lamp, which just probably speaks to the quality of the lamp itself. Okay, so from an unpackaging standpoint, let's go ahead and open this up and see what all we get. Okay, so as you can see, everything is packaged in styrofoam and covered with cardboard so that it is secure and also safe for shipping. All right, and the weight primarily comes from the base itself, and this is probably just there so the lamp doesn't tip over, but this thing, the base, is super heavy. So it is made up of an aluminum material for the cover, and then this thick plastic cover, which is probably filled with sand or some kind of material just to add the weight to it. Okay, you've got what looks like the lampshade bars themselves, which again are also this flexible aluminum material. And the thing about styrofoam, it just gets everywhere. Turn this over and get the rest of the parts. Okay, so you also get a few bolts which are used to tighten the material, tighten the connectors themselves, as well as your Allen key. You get a few little plastic connectors. I guess that connects these little poles. This probably is for the neck of the lamp itself. This looks like the instruction guide or instruction manual, which is just a pull-out pamphlet. Tells you how to connect it and also quick setup instructions. Now I will say, so on the instructions it does say it is a floor lamp, so it's a little different from what's posted on the box, which is where it states that it's a desktop lamp or a table lamp, which in fact it is not. Okay, you've got your remote control that's made completely of plastic material. And it does require 2 AAA batteries. Whether the batteries come with it or not, we'll find out in a few minutes. You've got a light bulb. So this is probably an LED dimmable light bulb. Yep, so it's a 60 volt light bulb. And then you've got the neck and the arms themselves, which looks like it's all one piece, separated of course, that you'll need to assemble. And because this box is taped very securely to the styrofoam, I'm just going to cut it open. And this is the lampshade. Looks like all rolled up. Okay, so we'll just remove that. Yep, so it's a rolled up lampshade. Okay, so we'll just put that aside. Okay, so we'll just get rid of this packaging and we'll start the assembly. Okay, so first things first, we'll need to remove all the plastic from all the components. And this plastic is usually just here to protect the components from getting scratched or damaged during shipping. Okay, and just a quick note, when it comes to the controller itself, this does require 2 AAA batteries. However, this kit does not come with those 2 AAA batteries, so you will need to provide your own batteries. Now when it comes to installation and setup, I'm going to assume that it's just as simple as most pre-assembled lamps, where you're just connecting the different parts together and then plugging this thing in and then powering it on. So we'll see if there's any complications along the way while trying to assemble this thing. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to assemble the pole or the neck of this and connect it to the base. Okay, so this looks like it's the weight and counterweight for the lamp itself, I assume. So this goes to this, or sorry, this is probably the counterweight. This is the top of the pole, okay? So we'll just assemble those last. So first things first, let's assemble the neck, connect them all together. Okay, so that just goes, so this top piece just slides right in, and you can tighten it with an Allen wrench, but you probably need to do that last once everything is connected. Okay, you probably need to take this off. Connect it through on the other side, screw it in. Okay, and if you'll notice, it does curve out a little bit, so I assume that just helps with the counterweight, which you're going to screw into this end over here. This just keeps the lamp from tipping over or falling over, which is a pretty unique design. Okay, so that's that. And then this piece goes to the top. All right, and the rest is just basically probably about connecting and screwing in the different parts of the neck. Now the top of this is a lot heavier than the base because the base is hollow, or the neck is hollow, but the top is a little bit more solid, where I guess it needs to balance a lot of the weight, so it's a little bit heavier. Okay, once the neck is assembled, just gotta make sure all the components are tight, and then you screw it into the base itself. And I'm probably going to put this on the floor. Okay, once that's done, place it on the floor. And I gotta say, this is a pretty sturdy lamp. You're going to have to tighten these little bolts at the top using the Allen wrench that came with this, which I think I dropped on the floor. So these do seem like they're extra little nuts for this tightening, so it's nice that it comes with extra components, but we're going to want to make sure we tighten this up so it doesn't move. And that'll just make sure that this is secure. Okay, once that's done, it's time to assemble the light shade. So the way the light shade is installed is you unscrew this little cap from the end, which you can use to clamp the light shade itself. And then we'll roll this little light shade out. I think you install it on these pieces right here. Okay, so the top part, and then these make up the bottom part, I believe, so it connects. Okay, so the way I think this is done is you just clamp the pieces in to the light shade itself. And then these are used to clamp the parts together. So you're going to want to make sure the dipping part goes towards the inside of the lamp. At least for me, I want this in the inner piece of the lamp, just because I want to be able to hide this and I don't want it, you know, showing like that. I'd prefer it showing, not showing, and it looks like it's up here in a bigger piece of the lamp. So I guess you have an option if you want to make it hang down, or if you want it, make it hang in. So for me, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to start with the second clamp. So I'm just going to clamp it here. And there are these little hooks inside the lamp itself, on the lampshade itself, which you can mount this aluminum bar to. I think you just roll it and keep rolling until you've got it all connected. And it's not going to look pretty at all, I don't think. Oh, the controller has a magnet in it, so you can magnetize it to something so it can hang. It's pretty nice. And I think you do the same thing on the bottom. Now, I'm not sure if there's an easier way to put this together, but I'm just going by and clamping in each of these little poles as it comes and seeing how it fits together. But I guess it'll look prettier after, you know, we've completed this whole setup. But right now, it doesn't look nice at all. I guess it might have been easier if I clamp these together first. So let's try that before we connect it together. Okay, so we'll put that aside and we'll just use these clamps to connect these aluminum poles together. Okay, and that forms the perfect circle. And you put these little plastic tabs on the inside so it doesn't obstruct the lampshade. Okay, so now let's try to put this lampshade on. And then there is this Velcro on the end of it to connect it, which I think we should do after we've connected this piece. So again, there are extra pieces in case you need them. Okay, and we'll want to spin this so we can adjust it so the tabs aren't on the same place as the tabs for the shade. Yeah, so lesson learned, definitely combine the frame first before you put on the shade. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, and then we'll just connect the Velcro on each end and tighten this up. Which will then complete the assembly of the lampshade. Okay, and again, to mount this, all you have to do is slide the lampshade onto the light bulb itself, or on the bulb base itself, and then screw in the little cap. And tighten it until it doesn't move. And there you go. There's the lamp. And all you have to do is screw the light bulb in and then plug this thing and it should work. So we'll go ahead and clean up this table, plug it in, and see how well this thing works. But installation, as you can see, is pretty easy. Okay guys, so I did turn off all the studio lights so we can see how well this lamp does work and see how well this thing illuminates the area. So as you can see, it is a vintage style floor lamp. And personally for me, I'm more of a modern type design kind of person, but this vintage style does look pretty nice for this specific lamp. And I gotta say, the quality is pretty top notch. I do like how solid, how thick, and how sturdy this lamp is. In fact, it doesn't move at all. So I will say that it is very well built. Now when it comes to assembly, as you saw, it was really easy to put together and assemble. Now the lamp itself does stand at a height of 67 inches, and that is also adjustable based on how high you raise this lamp or how low you raise it as well. I'd say it's perfect for hovering over your sofa, your couch, and even your desktop, as you can see from the setup I have right now. It does hover pretty nicely to give you enough space to work while illuminating the entire desk. Now what's also nice about this lamp is it does have this little step-on push button so that you can just step on it to turn it on and off, so that it is hands-free. But then in addition to that, you also do have this remote control that it comes with where you can control it remotely and from a distance if needed. Now on the remote itself, it does of course have the power button, which you can use to turn the lamp on and off. It's got a timer button for you to set the timer for the lamp itself so that it can automatically shut off on its own after a certain amount of time. It's got these different setting buttons or preset function buttons. So there is a sleeping mode, which kind of dims it to a very low light. It's got this symbol for a baby bottle, which I guess indicates a comfort level, a resting or a comfort level. Either that or it's, you know, the perfect lighting situation for feeding your baby, if you have one of those. But not sure why it's got a baby bottle as the symbol. So for me, it's more of a comfort level setting or a comfort level of brightness for relaxing. There is also a reading mode, a preset mode for reading. So it's a little bit white, but it's a little bit soft. So that's perfect for reading. Then there is one for work and computer. So this is more for your desk where it's more of a bright white light. Kind of like when you're in an office environment. So it reduces eye strain or improves concentration. So it's a little bit of a white light that it gives. Now in addition to that, there is also a button with the letter K on it, which I assume stands for Kelvin. And that just allows you to switch between the 3 different temperature levels that are available. So there of course is this warm light, a middle warm and white light, and then the daylight version. So it allows you to switch between those 3 different temperatures. So there is an up and down button to control the brightness and a left and right button to control the warmth of the light as well. So we'll set this all the way to the brightest level and see how many levels there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 levels of brightness. And then you've got the left and right buttons, which is to control the level of warmthness. So right now we have it at the brightest. So I assume this is daylight. And you've got 1, which is a little bit warmer, 2, which is a little bit warmer, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think so about 7 different levels of warmthness. From bright white, daylight, to a warmer light level. And then of course, if you don't want to manually adjust between the different warmth or brightness levels, you can use the preset buttons. So again, the moon for going to sleep or nighttime or nappy nap time. You've got your reading light, you've got your work light, and then you've got this baby or comfort light. So yeah, definitely a lot of functions and features and different levels of brightness and warmthness for this light itself. Which in addition to that, I think it does illuminate at least the counter space or the area that you want to illuminate very well. So as you can see, my desk is entirely illuminated in my office space. So it does do a pretty good job of lighting up the area that's surrounding this light itself. Now from a brightness standpoint, you can adjust this lamp between a 3000K warm white light all the way up to a 6000K cool white light. The lamp is also capable of dimming all the way from 100% all the way down to 5% as well. Now earlier, I did also mention that this floor lamp stands at an average of 67 inches. However, you can adjust it from between 60 inches all the way up to 72 inches depending on how high you set this arm. Now that allows you to illuminate more or less area space depending on how high or low you adjust this lamp. Now from a pricing perspective, this lamp retails for about $50 on Amazon, which I think is a pretty good deal, especially if you're interested or in the market for a vintage style floor lamp that does have a lot of features and functionality. Now if you are interested in purchasing one of these for yourself, you can use my link in the description section below to purchase this lamp. Anyways, I want to thank Outon for sending this out to me, and also thank you for checking out this video. Now like I said, if you're in the market for a vintage floor lamp that has a lot of different functions and features, you might definitely want to consider buying this for yourself. So as usual, please subscribe and like this video if you found it helpful, and also leave me a comment in the comment section below if you do have any questions or opinions about this lamp. Until next time, see ya.